Hello everyone! Patch 9.1 has hit the PTR, so of course we checked it out on stream. I'm going to upload a highlight of the things that stood out for me as soon as I can. For today, I just want to talk about what we've seen so far and give a little bit of feedback. Keep in mind, PTR is all about testing and nothing is final until it makes it into the game. So on the PTR, it kicks us off with the Anduin cinematic that they showed at BlizzCon. Sylvanas has forced Anduin to join the jailer's side, and the Boy King sneaks into Bastion to then stab the Archon and steal her sigil, with apparently 3 keys remaining. She's not dead though, and we discuss what to do next with the remaining Eternal ones, the Archon and the Winter Queen, and then we have Draka and Renefal that are filling in for Maldraxxus and Revendreth, considering that the Primus is still missing and the Nepheus is locked within his blade. Side note on the Primus, there is a new model that's been data mined for him, with dialogue attached which actually confirms that the Rune Carver is really the Primus. Not a massive shock or surprise for some, but still nice to see that confirmation. So the jailer's next target will most likely be the Winter Queen and her sigil, so off we go into Ardenweald to help out with the battle. Fight against Sylvanas and the forces of the Maw, a once inescapable place whose influence has vastly grown. The end is not entirely clear, but we do know that they get away with the Winter Queen's sigil. Sylvanas summons something amazingly powerful. An in-game cutscene is supposed to play out, and then we find Tyrande on the floor. What would be cool in my mind is in this moment we see Sylvanas summoning in Anduin. Tyrande shows up in an attempt to finally claim her vengeance. Instead, Anduin is moved between the Night Warrior and the Banshee Queen, with Tyrande being unable to strike down the Boy King, showing us that there's still a sliver of the former priestess in there that's not consumed by vengeance. This would then allow Sylvanas to make her escape, but that's purely imagination. What we do know for certain is that Ysera puts Tyrande asleep, since that whole Night Warrior thing, it's still consuming her, and the Night Fae have not found a way to solve the problem quite yet. Then we move on into the Maw, with the plan of the Covenant uniting their strength and striking back at the jailer. Conveniently enough, this new land that the jailers dragged in, it also has a Wavestone. The Wavestone was the thing that allowed us to escape the Maw, and this one, it can be fixed in such a way that all our troops will now be freely able to come in and out of the zone. All that doesn't just happen to anyone, of course. No. We are actually the true Maw Walkers, one with a connection to a unique world soul. One that's been foretold in the prophecies of Cortia, and after being tested, we're now able to use our mounts freely within the Maw, as well as set up that connection and bring in all our troops. This is part of the questing so far that I really hope gets changed. This new Wavestone is a bit convenient, but alright, fair enough, they need a way to bring in more of our forces, and all of our forces are already gathered. I think it would be more fun if we'd actually go around the zones, we help each zone like we did in Ardenweald with an assault from the Maw. This would then give us a chance to interact a bit with the upcoming raid bosses. Yet the main thing that I really think needs changing, that would be the TRUE Maw Walker nonsense. It immediately removes the limitation on your mounts and it feels so incredibly cheap, very much placeholder, so I really hope that that is the case. We also deal with Odin's Eye, and we remove its influence from the zone, which pretty much nullifies the small sliver of threat that could be found within the Maw. You'll no longer have to worry about doing too much and draw the attention of the jailer. That will no longer be a thing. So yeah, either way, our forces come in and they fight back against the jailer. We get to cruise around in Cortia, a city of secrets, which houses a treasure that the jailer is after. It's very much connected to the mysterious first ones, mysteries that are still going to be revealed. But we do get to see the models for the Dreadlords, which, honestly, it had me most excited for the entire day. Hidden within plain sight, they are working for a master. Could be the jailer, could be Mal'Ganis. Now, that book that we found earlier, Enemy Infiltration Preface, a book that we found in Revendreth, it's getting more and more confirmed. If you want to know more, I do have a video up called The Cosmic War in Warcraft, where we deep dive into that book. But in essence, it's the idea that the Dreadlords, they originate from the Shadowlands, have infiltrated all the cosmic forces within the Warcraft universe, and they're the link between the Jailer, the Lich King, and Kil'jaeden. Really excited about the Dreadlord influence. There's also a beautiful Mal'Ganis model. I cannot wait to see what's up next. Now peeking at the upcoming dungeon and raid journal, I do have to say that this new Veiled Market dungeon, it has me really excited. Some of the fight descriptions seem to be pretty cool. You get to deal with a bit of Titan artifacts in there. And then there's Postmaster Pain, who's my newest favorite buddy. For the raid, Sanctum of Domination, we see that there's the nine Valkyr that entered the deal with Sylvanas to get her out of the Maw. There's the remnants of Ner'zhul that makes an appearance, which hopefully will clear up a little bit about what exactly happened to Ner'zhul spirits, because it's been kind of vague. The soul was used to create the Lich King. Then it merged with Arthas, and Arthas had this whole thing going on where he became the only one in charge. But then the Lich King, during Wrath of the Lich King, it had lines like, "I used to be a shaman." I also believe that the Frost artifact questline for Death Knights back in Legion, it had a minor cameo of Ner'zhul, so it would be nice to get some sort of clarification. Soul Render Dormazane serves the Painsmith and is tasked to extract potent anima stores from captives of Torghast to serve as fuel for the Jailer's armies. They've been working on Garrosh Hellscream, who will be tormented throughout the fight, showing some true hellish screams. The question was asked, like, will this be a path for Garrosh's redemption? And nobody can predict the future. I personally wouldn't mind if they take a similar route like they did with Kil'Thas. Have a Garrosh hang out with the Necrolords, meet people like Draka, work on his road within the Shadowlands. He's definitely done some bad things in life, to be certain, but they did give him a very rough deal within the Shadowlands. The torture at the hands of the Venfair, the torture at the hands of the Jailer. I don't know, I wouldn't mind having Garrosh in like a zone and interact with these characters, but at the same time, we're gonna find out what happens to Hellscream. And the final encounter, the one with Sylvanas, it seems pretty cool. There's the Jailer apparently breaking out, we're trying to stop him, with Sylvanas trying to stop us. There's no mention of the Windrunner sisters. Instead, we have Thrall and Jaina that seem to be part of the encounter. It is kinda expected by people that the Jailer actually succeeds in his plans, and that after patch 9.1, we'll push forward with the story beyond the Shadowlands. That's still far off in the future though. Patch 9.1 has only been up for like a day. The Covenant campaigns and more of the story is still need to be revealed. But yeah, this is my quick rundown of things that came up during the stream. Like I said, I'll upload some highlights as soon as I can. So for now, thank you very much for watching everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, see ya!